getting to the Nuggets' next game, we suffered our first loss on this 4-game road trip against Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic are a great team. We battled with them for 4 quarters in their home gym. Great crowd, tough place to play and tough place to win at. You know, we scrapped for this win, and we definitely deserved to win the game. But the Magic, with Jameer Nelson making that 3, just made a couple more plays, a couple less mistakes, and ultimately they got the win. We lose to the Magic 85-82 in Orlando in the Amway Center. Fall to 41-28 with this loss and 14-21 on the road. A game I feel like we could have won, but you know, Orlando just made a couple plays down the stretch more than we did, and Jameer Nelson hit a great tough shot. You know, you kind of live with that shot. Ty Lawson was right in his face. He was about 3 or 4 feet behind the 3-point line, and he just hit a good shot. It was good defense by Ty, but a better shot by Jameer, and you kind of live with it. We didn't play really well offensively at all. I thought our defense kept us in this game, which is good to see. That's kind of a change of pace for us Nuggets fans. We're used to being a mediocre defensive team at best, and this new group of guys that showed they play you know, good defense and play with a lot of energy defense. And I thought our defense kept us in this game. We shot a really pedestrian 36% from the field, 26% from the 3-point line, but shot a good 83% from the free throw line, and that was good to see because this group has kind of struggled from the free throw line, but from the field didn't shoot well, and from the 3-point line really struggled and took way too many threes in this game. Magic didn't shoot well at all as well. They didn't have a good game shooting. Like I said, our defense kept us in this game. They were 37% from the field, 36% from the 3-point line, and a pretty average 64% from the free throw line, which really kind of kept us in this game. And like I said, our defense and the Magic missing free throws from the line, mainly Dwight Howard, kept us in this game. We did some good things, as I mentioned before. You hold the Magic to 85 points in their own gym. You play gritty, tough defense with a lot of energy, and the Magic are a really good scoring team. They got a ton of threats offensively. They're one of those teams that you kind of got to pick your poison with. Do you try to take Dwight Howard away, double team him in the post, or do you try to take the 3-point shot away from the Magic, because they rely on that a lot, because if you double Dwight Howard, he can just kick it out to a wide open guy on the perimeter, or if you try to take the 3-point shot away, you leave whatever guy it is, whether it's Nene, Kmart, Chris Anderson, one-on-one with Dwight Howard in the post, and that's not going to go good for anybody. So at that defensively, we played well. Our rotations were good. We forced the Magic into a lot of tough possessions offensively, and like I said, you hold them to 85 points, they can score. They average 100 points per game this season, so you hold the Magic to 15 points under their average. That's a great job. So I thought our defense was phenomenal in this game. We had 12 offensive rebounds. I thought we did a good job of creating second chance opportunities for ourselves. I got to give guys like Nene and K. Martin, even Gallinari, Chandler, a lot of our front court guys, even our point guards, Felton, Lawson, everybody did a great job rebounding. Like I said, we played with tremendous effort and energy, just came up a little short in this game. Had 9 steals, did cause a lot of turnovers on the Magic's part, getting into passing lanes, pressuring them, you know, with our defense and forcing them into turnovers offensively, and had 19 assists. That's kind of a low assist number for this new group of guys, but that's still, you know, solid. You kind of live with that. I thought we shared the ball for the most part. I did think we played a little too much one-on-one throughout the game, and that hurt our offense and hurt our shooting percentage, because we were forced into tough shots because no one was moving offensively. We weren't sharing the ball as much as we usually do, and didn't use as good a ball movement as we usually do. But still, 19 assists is a real solid number, and you kind of live with it. Bad thing, only score 82 points. Like I said, offensively, we weren't efficient at all. I didn't think we played really well offensively at all. Not a lot of movement there. Didn't utilize a lot of good ball movement. As good as this team has been using ball movement and moving and really kind of creating for one another, we didn't really do that in this game. And got to give Magic's defense credit as well. They forced us into a lot of tough possessions. You know, we allowed 14 offensive rebounds, so while we did a good job of getting offensive rebounds for ourselves, defensively, we allowed way too many offensive rebounds. The Magic had a ton of second looks. They're a good shooting team, and you don't want to give them second chance possessions. We did that a lot here, allowing the 14 offensive rebounds. Too many second chance possessions you're giving up to the Magic, and we had 16 turnovers. That's not a good number. This group, you know, this new group of guys, well, they've been much better defensively than our older guys. You know, the guys like when we had Carmelo and Chauncey. You know, these new guys, Gallinari, Chandler, Felton. And our overall team has committed more to defense. They still turn over the ball a lot. So that's something that we got to improve on. 16 turnovers wasn't good, and you know, the Magic capitalized on them, and that really hurt us offensively. You know, playing too much one-on-one, not utilizing as good as ball movement as this group has, and then turning the ball over, you just can't do that. Weren't very efficient offensively. Wilson Chandler led the way for us. I thought he had a solid game. 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals for him. Thought he shot the ball particularly well. It was 8 of 16 from the field, 3 of 6 from the 3-point line, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. It was pretty much 50% across the board, which was pretty solid from the field, not from the free throw line. But took a couple questionable shots down the stretch. but still made a lot of big shots, hit a couple big threes down the stretch, a couple big jump shots down the stretch, really kept us in this in the game, and was basically our go-to guy offensively down the stretch, and really stepped up big time. Like I said, hit one or two big threes down the stretch and hit a couple big jump shots in that third and fourth quarter to keep the game close, get us back in the game. And I thought he was offensively, I also thought he was good. I thought he did a pretty good job on Jason Richardson for the most part. And like I said, offensively, I thought he was really good with hitting big shots down the stretch and really kind of being our go-to guy, and was really our only guy contributing offensively those last couple of minutes or so in that fourth quarter to keep us in the game. Some of the three-pointers he hit were really tough shots that usually aren't going to go in, but he was able to make them, stepped up. Like I said, questionable shot selection by him on some shots, but still hit a lot of big ones. It's good to see Gallinari back. Danilo Gallinari, I thought, had a good game, 17 points for him in his return to go along, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. Was 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, but 10 of 11 from the free throw line. He did a great job of playing with energy on both ends of the court, attacking the basket all night. Did a great job of kind of accentuating contact, getting some questionable calls, but did a great job of always getting to the bucket, getting some fouls called on his defender, and then getting to the free throw line and knocking them down. Hit 2 big free throws in that fourth quarter to tie the game with only a couple seconds left. If Jameer Nelson doesn't hit that shot, you go into overtime, and it's all because Gallinari hit those 2 big free throws. So he was big down the stretch. I thought he did a good job rebounding the ball. Didn't shoot particularly well, but got to the free throw line. Like I said, was just so aggressive, attacked the basket all night, got calls, accentuated the contact, but it's because he put so much pressure on the Magic's defense. And I thought his defense was pretty solid. I thought he did a good job against Brandon Bass in the post, and did a good job offensively of really taking Brandon Bass to the rim, and not letting Brandon Bass defend him. Got a lot of fouls called on Brandon Bass in this game, did Gallinari, because he was always attacking him. He's too quick and too skilled for Bass to stay in front of. And defensively, like I said, he's a lot smaller than Bass from a strength perspective and from a muscle perspective. Bass is a lot stronger in the post, but Gallinari handled his business, manned up, stepped up, and did a good job of I thought, playing defense on Bass and playing defense throughout the game. Like I said, had a steal and a block, and even did a good job against Dwight Howard once or twice in this game. So definitely a better defender than I thought he would be, and he's really impressed me. Like I said, I've said it before, he's probably my second favorite player on our team. Just love the way he plays with constant energy and effort, and I thought he was great on both ends of the floor in this game in his return, and hit those big free throws to tie the game up with only a couple seconds left. And Nene was all right in this game. He had 14 points, 9 rebounds, 1 steal, was 3 of 8 from the field, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. I thought Nene did a good job of converting on his free throws. And did a fairly good job of kind of countering Dwight Howard in this game. I thought he really struggled with Dwight Howard's size and even Brandon Bass's physicality in the post, but still had a solid outing with 14 points, 9 rebounds, and like I said, was attacking all night, was pretty aggressive, got to the free throw line 8 times and made the Magic pay, knocking them all down, but really didn't shoot well from the field, but still 14-9 out of Nene is pretty solid. Dwight Howard led the way for the Magic, had 16 points, 18 rebounds, monster game for him to go along with 5 blocks and 4 steals. Was great defensively, great offensively for the Magic. Was their go-to guy, as he always seems to be. Obviously, he's their franchise player, but did have 5 turnovers. Like I said, I thought from a perspective defensively, we forced Dwight Howard into some tough shots, and forced him into some tough possession offensively, forced him to hit shots from the foul line, forced him to hit free throws, and I thought Danilo Gallinari did a good job of forcing him into some turnovers. Like I said, Gallinari had to defend Howard once or twice in the post and manned up, did a good job of kind of containing him in the post. And like I said, I thought our front court guys, Martin and Howard, did a good job of forcing him to not make dunks, forcing him to get his points from the free throw line, and forcing him into some turnovers. But he still was a beast. Got a lot of offensive rebounds in this game. Like I said, 16 and 18 is great to go along with 5 blocks and 4 steals. He was great defensively, caused a lot of turnovers from Nene, and like I said, the 5 blocks are great. He's the best shot blocker in the NBA. He showed why in this game, and really protected the rim well for the Magic. It was 5 of 9 from the field, but 6 of 13 from the free throw line. Like I said, there was a couple times where we double teamed him in the post. He got too deep into the paint, looked like he was going to go up for a dunk, and we just slapped him, found him right away. And I thought we did a good job of forcing him to make free throws. He was 6 of 13 from there, and for the most part, I thought we did a pretty solid job defensively on Dwight Howard, but allowed a ton of rebounds out of him. You know, you don't like seeing Dwight Howard get 18 rebounds against your team. You want to kind of try to contain him to anywhere between 10 and 12 rebounds, which is what he can get in any given night. But to get 18 I thought we did a poor job boxing him out, and like I said, he had 16 to go along with the 5 blocks, but from a defensive standpoint, I thought we were solid on him. Turkoglu had a good game, had 15 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, flirted with the triple-double in this game, was 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of 5 from the three-point line, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Did a great job on the glass, great job of facilitating the Magic's offense when he had the ball in his hands, did a great job on the pick and rolls, and did a great job of hitting the outside shot, the three-point shot. I thought that was kind of due to the lack of our rotations at certain points. Defensively, we were really good in this game, but Turkoglu had a couple open looks from the three-point shot, and he knocked him down, took advantage of that. And you can't allow Dwight Howard to go for 16 and 18 with 5 blocks and 4 steals, and then allow Turkoglu to go for 15, 9, and 8 and expect to beat the Magic. So, that really hurt us. Our defense on Turkoglu, kind of forgot about him a couple times. Like I said, our rotations kind of were lacking a couple times, and Turkoglu took advantage of that, and like I said, he was great on the glass and did a great job of facilitating the Magic's offense for them. Now getting to Jameer Nelson, obviously the hero of the game, had 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Shot average from the field, was 5 of 12 from the field in this game. Without his defense on Ty, and Felton was pretty good. Felton actually sprained his ankle in this game. It didn't look good. He missed a couple games after this one because of that, but was 3 of 6 from the three-point line. Once again, I thought our rotations a couple times left a couple Magic players wide open from the perimeter, which is something you don't want to do. And Jameer Nelson took advantage of that a couple times. I thought he did a good job of getting to the rim and get some easy layups. But really the biggest shot of the game he hit, that tough three-pointer he hit on Ty. I thought our defense was good on that possession. Ty Lawson was right in his face, hand in his face, contested shot, and Jameer Nelson was like 3 or 4 feet behind the line, just chunked it up, and once it came off his hand, I was like, that's going in, and he swished it. Tough shot. Good defense by Ty, but as I mentioned before, a better shot by Jameer Nelson. He killed us with that 3, and that's obviously what won the Magic the game. But I thought he was solid all night. Shot 50% from the three-point line, and obviously hit the game winner, was the hero for the Magic. Brandon Bass was good, 13 points, 8 rebounds for him, but was 2 of 13 from the field, but got to the foul line 10 times, hit 9 of 10 free throws, made us pay from there. But like I said, I thought Gallinari did a good job on him offensively and defensively. Brandon Bass couldn't stay in front of him, drew fouls on him, attacked the basket, was too quick for him offensively. And then defensively, like I said before, Brandon Bass is better in the post than Gallinari. He's a lot stronger than Gallinari down there, and Gallinari did a good job of kind of hanging with him, manning up and stepping up in the post and playing good defense on him. Like I said, forced him 2 of 13 shooting from the field. So good job defensively, I thought we did on Bass, but he still was a good job of getting a couple offensive rebounds, getting the Magic's offense some second chance possessions, and obviously getting to the foul line and making us pay from there, hit 9 of 10 free throws. I thought he was solid. So tough loss for us. We fall to the Magic 85-82. Nuggets moved to 41-28 with this loss and 14-21 on the road.